That's good. That should leave us enough to adjust here, particularly since we're already nearly in a polar orbit. Let us physics warp. Wait, can I normal warp? That's weird. Kerbal, what's going on with you? Why are you not following? There we go. Okay, you can see our orbit jiggling a little as I... Whoa, whoa, okay. This is why physics warp can be tricky. Because a slight touch in a physics warp can mean a lot of difference. Again, as before, this bit will take most delta V, and so we'll increase slowest, and then suddenly this bit will be whoosh and done. That is the literal sound effect that they're using. Okay, again, adjust a little bit, because you see we will continue to drift slightly off the target. Okay, again, notice how this has taken most of the burn, right? It was minutes that we needed to burn. We've been burning basically a minute and a half over the normal time already. So that means we've been 2 minutes and 80 seconds of burning. That is 3 minutes and 20 we've taken to get here. But in the last 30 seconds, no, last 20 seconds. 3 minutes to get here, 20 seconds to get here. That is why Minmus is actually real easy to get to if you can do the inclination change, which is also super easy once you know how. And the added advantage is Minmus has such low gravity, it is real easy to get from Minmus to Kerbin. You need hardly any thrust at all. Okay, slow down. Very carefully. Just this. Till we get a nice polar orbit there. 160, that is about what we need. Close that baby. And add that maneuver to circularize. Again, there we go. That flip, that's what you're looking for. Now, notice this delta V, 176. Same ship, same burn, but if you notice, since the Mun has such higher gravity, it takes more delta V to get things done. At least that's the way I understand it. And in this case, it takes just a little bit, and then you're there. So this, we will add an alarm for this maneuver node to be alerted in 7 days once it reaches it. And remember, we need to configure this satellite now. For one, let's rename this baby. Rename this vessel. It's not a relay, it's a probe. It's to chat to Minmus... Oi. Minmus scanner. Accept. Configure. Don't tell me about your battery or your supply. Don't tell me when you're in storm or executing a script. Just tell me when components are failing and which ones they are. Automatically change things. There's no EVAs. There's no action buttons for you. You're not landing. You're not going into space. I don't care what you do in sunlight. But when your power is high, make sure to turn on that scanner. I want that scanner to be going. Wait, this one I don't care what you do. When your power is low, turn off this scanner. Conserve your energy. And that is all I need you to tell me right now, and all we need to get done. We just have to wait a day for this one to get done. Perfect. Now, last little check. I do not think we can actually do this, but... Focus view. I want to check anyway. We have in our orbit there... We have in our orbit Mun science scanner. That one is traveling to the Mun. Minmus scanner is traveling to Minmus. We have the satellite ship, the Min-Mun satellites. This baby should... wait, that's not the one. That is not what I'm looking for. Also, you still have this maneuver node. Min-Mun satellites. You are the one, I believe, that I want to... No, wait. Say what? The other one despawn. I think the other one despawned because it was an atmosphere and I switched away from it. That's the rocket that brought us in. Okay, you know what? We're done. We can go to the Space Center in any case. See if we can find any other missions and what we can do while we wait to reach that, that thing. If there's anything we can do, I'd love to do it at the same time. If not, then yeah, we'll just fast forward. Yeah, this thing. Surely that's not the decoupler. We had a rocket in there, if you remember. That's the one we deorbited for Minmus. That is the thing. Okay, in that case, we'll just destroy this one. I thought we destroyed this together with the other one, but... Min-Mun satellites, suborbital trajectory. See, what happens in the physics emulator is that if something is in a suborbital trajectory and you warp away somewhere, it'll just assume, oh, hey, you're not controlling this thing's gonna die. It's just explode, consider dead, done. That's why it's not possible to have boosters and put parachutes on them to catch them and then recover them later. You can if they're close enough. I think 2 kilometers is the normal range. You need a specific mod, a physics extender, to allow for more. But otherwise, if you accelerate and then you drop one of these and it's farther away than 2 kilometers, doesn't matter. The game just assumes it's dead. So that's a bit of a downer. Okay, let's recover some of the speed mouse debris. That is the crash that we had at the start. Oh, wait. Is that you? Oh, maybe it got marked as debris. There we go. Okay, so this is one, but the other one then... The other one must be the rocket, because we only ejected 3 things. Yeah, see, this is the orbital trajectory. Yeah, we can terminate that one then. But this, the suborbital, we put the rocket on the suborbital, if you remember. Okay, how much time does this one have to get to its periapsis? 27 minutes. Let's fast forward to that one. I kind of want to see it burn up. Also, that island is amazing. There we go. Okay. Can I still control this thing? I doubt it, right? Yeah, we have no probe core, we have no control whatsoever. So right now, it won't show you much, but its periapsis is slowly dropping. However, it is just dipping into the atmosphere, so I don't think it's going to get much. It's not going to really slow down a lot, because it's not hitting much of the atmosphere. I should have gone lower, really, had I wanted to do this properly. So next time, what I'm going to do is, somewhere just right there, I'm going to do a probe core. That way we can still control this thing, because I think... See, there's a little bit of fuel in here, so once you decouple your satellite, you can still blast in retrograde and just deorbit. Right now, see, this is flipping, and that means it's now going up again. And this periapsis, apoapsis, is just lowering too slowly. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy this one. Oh, you're in flight. The game cannot be saved. Leaving flight will abandon this mission and it will be lost. Abandon. Whatever. It's going to be destroyed anyway. I'm going to have to get a drink soon. So, this one is scanning away. That'll do its thing. Let's have a quick look at that progress. Choose a rectangular projection though. So that's slowly doing its rounds and will cover the entirety of Kerbin. These are on the way. That's the mission I'm doing right now. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of Kerbin. That we can do. Position it in geostationary orbit with a magnetometer. We can do that. And explore the Mun. Gather scientific data. We can do that. Return to Kerbin from a flyby. Not with what we've been doing right now. So, let's check out these other orbits. These satellite orbits that we can attain. This will be... This isn't Kerbal stationary. This is Kerbal stationary. Now that... Oh, hola. Let's destroy that minimum debris. Welcome back, Uther. Disaster struck. Dear God, no. What's happened? Oh, by the way, look at that network of communication. That is wonderful. Minmus scanner. This is why I took that time last time to set up that communications network. Love it. Okay, so both of these are fairly doable. The Kerbal stationary is easier because it's closer, and this one is on a little bit of an inclined orbit. Now the problem is you cannot set that as a target, so that's going to be annoying. Let's do the geostationary orbit. We should be able to do that. You're out of coffee. It's the only way to deal with that. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can make it through. Do you have any Coca-Cola? Any energy drinks? Anything to keep you awake? Geostationary. There we go. Build a new unmanned probe, check, that has an antenna and can generate power. That's it? Oh, have a D-Magic magnetometer. Okay. Directly above sight? WN096N? I have never done that. How do you do that? That's going to be difficult. Directly above a site? I guess it's going to take planning. Okay, think about it. If you're at this altitude, your rotation is the same as the rotation of the planet Kerbin. So, we bring a probe somewhere here. We extend its orbit so it hits the geostationary with, how about an orbital period of an hour? That gets us Kerbin in 6 slices, because it takes 6 hours for Kerbin to rotate. Then every hour you can basically check, hey, is it roughly above that site? If it's at the apoapsis and it's at that site, then we circularize. Let's do that. It's another dimension, a dimension of sound effects, dimension of polygons, a dimension of special relativity. This is I think a dimension of experimental stupidity. Don't worry, we'll do fine. We'll do fine. So. Let's put a pair of the only photovoltaic panels we have on this baby right now. Actually, no. Let's start with the fuel this time. Let's make sure don't run out of power. Put a fuel ring around it. There. And engines. Can I still? No. Okay, how about I put the fuel ring on top like that, and then I put the engines like this. That gets us a decent thrust to weight, because remember last time when we were so slow? Our thrust to weight was 0.44. That's why it was so slow. So in this case, if we put 4 of these babies on, our thrust to weight is going to be 1.55. Boom. Experimental stupidity is always better than formulaic morality. Haha! Morality real world. Wow, is that a Quantum Leap reference right there? Hey Sam. Is morality real world, Sam? Real word? Oh come on. Don't be so moronic. Okay. We need this thing not to lose power. This fits just fine. And they wanted antenna. I've got antenna for you right here, buddy. Okay, let's this time make an action move. We didn't do that last time, but when we now press gear, we are going to be extending these antennae, toggling the magnetometer, and extending the solar panels. All of that in one go. Now, this baby needs to be decoupleable. And we're going to put it in a payload device, which now, fortunately, fits right over this satellite. We could actually probably just clip it like this, but I'm not happy with the engines clipping into it. So, what do we call this? Geostationary orbit. For whom? Sean's Cannery. Following parts are acceptable. Photovoltaic panels, yep. And what communication do we have on here? Communitron 16, check. Hold geostationary orbits within. These are the specifics. Magnetometer, yep. Directly above sight. I have no idea how they're going to test for that one. But okay. This has enough delta V. So we need 4080 to get this into Kerbal orbit. Now, as before, 1 will not be enough. See, that just gets us 2,800. That gets us 3,800. That's pretty good. We just need 200 more. Now, let's get some tail fins on it, because last time we were not able to steer and we completely spun out. Jazz music triggered a Sam and Max reference. Oh, it's a Sam and Max reference. Ah. We call it the Gotterdammerung. Actually, hey, you know what? Gotterdammerung. Dammerung? There we go. What could be bad about bringing a satellite in orbit with a giant phallic object and call it Gotterdammerung? So, retract that, thank you. It's okay. It's okay. Just retract it. So we have 3,643 meters per second in our stage that's supposed to get us to orbit. So what we do is, again, we add some boosters to the side that are supposed to get us up further. Let's see. This would get us 3,900. That gets us 4,500. Bingo. So let's put these low on the actual vessel. Add some aerodynamic cones. 4,500. The thrust to weight of 3. Let's get that down maybe to 2 or so. To make sure our thrust to weights are fairly similar. So these blast, then we decouple them and blast this one as soon as we can. Once we're in space, we release this one, and we can release that one to go. But what did I just say? What I just said was, what we're going to be doing is adding a probe core to this baby if we can. There we go. That should work out, because now we will be able to control this thing while it's still in orbit and deorbit the baby. Don't deorbit the baby. We'll deorbit the baby. Now, other things that we might want to look at involve adding some RCS. Maybe not as much. I don't think we need as much as this. Add 2 bits of RCS. And some command and control. Some RCS thrusters to turn when we're in space. Wait, I don't want 3. I want 4 here, thank you. That is slightly offset. Look at that weight difference, though. How about this? We'll add 2, but we will... Whoa! That's the wrong thing I wanted to scale. We'll scale these down. There we go. That gets us our same delta V, but I think it'll be enough RCS. We don't need that much. Götterdämmerung is a translation into German of the Old Norse phrase Ragnarok. Yep, Götterdämmerung. Think about it. God, Dämmerung, the destruction of the gods, the fight of the gods. Proceed war amongst beings and gods that ultimately results in a burning immersion in water and renewal of the world. In fact, give me a second. I had a nice copy of the Poetic Edda somewhere where the entire story is described. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but unfortunately I couldn't find it easily enough. Oh, we can do a magnetometer scan right now? Huh. Let's not. I don't want to risk breaking that fairing. This There we go, is wrong. Yeah, I know, I'll find it in the break, because in about 10 minutes, so after we get this baby up into the orbit that we need it to be, take a break, make a cup of tea, and find the Edda, because I have both the poetic and the prose version. We missed out on snobbery, indeed. The prime quality for this channel. Snobbery. I know what I didn't do. Ah, darn it, I can't revert flights. Can you guess what I didn't do? Do you remember what I didn't do? Do you know what I didn't? Well, let's make it fun. If North Korea can do it, so can we. Hold on, let's reorganize. There. To the right. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Ah, this poor rocket. So much money lost for this silly, silly contract and this silly, silly mistake. It's not particularly intercontinental. It's also not ballistic. By the way, do you see what's coming up there? Most people have found this one, but that is what used to be the landing strip in the early beta versions of Kerbal. But they kept it in, alpha versions, I mean. They kept it in. Not for long, though! This is where I really would have liked to be able to revert to the darn vehicle assembly. Because there was literally no point in lifting that thing off. So, did you figure out already what I had forgotten? Do you remember all my nice plans of, we'll get an orbital trajectory of 1 hour, and then when it hits the apoapsis, we'll check, and yada yada yada. How are we going to check if we didn't have the Kerbal engineer on our satellite? Yeah. In all my haste, I forgot to put this baby on there. Let's put the same on there. That was an 18,000 Kerbal bucks mistake. I don't know what the I don't know what the Kerbal currency is. Ah. Okay. This is still going to be an interesting experiment, though. Wait, what? What is that icon? That reminds me, since Cha-Cha is now our loyal subscriber via Twitch, not too steep, not too steep, that means I need to make a Twitch emote. I have no idea what I put down as a Twitch emote. Apparently BTTV's second place medal. Nice. Very nice. So we need to watch out for the aerodynamic effects that we are experiencing right now. As in, I don't want to steer too far out. Let's caps lock, get some more gentle controls. I don't want to steer too far out of this yellow circle, because that is where aerodynamic flips lie. I do want to make sure we very carefully adjust. Okay, there's less atmosphere now, so we can be more risky.